Good morning, my wonderful viewers, my happy family. Hello, Heidi. Hello, Brooke, Kathy McLaughlin, and Iris. And today I have one of my favorites, but favorite male guest, Nathe from Portugal.
Yes.
And he is French, living in Portugal. He was French, living in USA. He wrote book about tarot, and he gave me these cards and the books. And the cards are mystical tarots and the saints, psychic Nathe. So you can find that. Oh, okay, we both are advertising.
Yeah.
And
Thank you.
you can find those cards on Amazon. I'm using them
eBay,
as
yes. Amazon, eBay, Etsy. There, you look online, you'll find them. Yes.
no way that you can miss them. And they are absolutely beautiful. And they work for me. Usually I'm asking them when I'm seeing my vision, then I'm looking at the card and then at my cards, which are Golden Tarot. Leszek, my son, gave me them. Leszek's birthday was yesterday, so okay, I'm ready. Can we start it, or you want to tell us something about yourself?
I can share a little story. I think it's an uplifting story. It's just a little personal story. It happened not too long ago, actually this year. I was doing a reading for a client on video, and during this reading, I had a feeling that I'd never experienced before. It was not connected with the reading itself, it was connected with how I felt with the environment. And I felt I didn't see, this is what was very interesting. I didn't see, but I felt a rainbow. And I felt the immense love of unconditional love from this rainbow, but a rainbow that I couldn't see, just feel, which was very strange when you feel something but you cannot see. And it has been stuck with me this year because I was told later on that there was actually a rainbow. It had rain, and there was, but from my window I couldn't see it. And so it is one of the first time I felt something that it's almost like you can see, but I couldn't see, but feeling. And the love that I've experienced is something that it was like one of the best experiences ever, because I was couldn't put words on it for a long time. Still can't put words on it because it was so overwhelming. I believe that people who saw an angel, the Virgin Mary, and have this kind of overwhelming feeling, it's the exact same thing. It just happened with a rainbow on the side. Yes.
For me, when I started doing, well, when I started having visions, it was my first vision that I saw a Jesus pulling his hands through the sky. I was seeing myself standing in the balcony, and I was so afraid of English test next day. And he pulled his hands laying on the clouds. I painted that as well. Just I put in the glass, through the glass reaching through me. And the next day I knew everything will be great, that I will pass my exam in English. It was not final exam, but after that my English improved. The stress went away. And I had to learn English and German. I didn't have that experience with German. But I had German, Polish, English, and Russian. And but this was something so beautiful. And I started praying every night in the middle of the night to when I needed some answers. And then the pictures will be showing up. Before
Wow.
I had to pray and pray. Now I close my eyes and I will see the
See.
picture.
Yes, yes. It
Okay, I
is.
have. Oh, sorry.
No, it is amazing. I felt all of us, everyone has abilities. I feel like this is we are just at different levels of practice of awareness, but we all have these abilities, and so we go to these experiences on our own journey. You know, it's not a competition. We're all in our own journey
Everyone
to the
has a different way of
yes,
experiencing.
yes,
Like everyone experience love differently.
exactly.
Or
In
we
the
are,
same way, we experience the intuition differently, you know.
especially when your teenagers, kids are giving you a headache, then you are starting to understand better your intuition. Okay, I will start with the questions.
Okay.
And it's from Cheryl. Ask Nate about the woman who won the Nobel Prize. What does she and T, and Mr. T is Mr. Trump,
Yeah.
have planned? Uh, he gave $40 million to Argentina. I don't know if it is because she's from Venezuela, but that's the question. Maybe just this. I will finish on that one. What is the Mr. T and her are planning? Because I heard that she is connected with other leaders, like
Yeah.
from Italy and other dictators. So what?
Yes.
Who she is? What?
Yes. I have read on
Thank
this
you, Heidi. Thank you.
and I will share what I've read on, but I will add some cards to it. It appears that they were connected between her and Trump before. We might talk also during the show that there's a lot going on in Venezuela with those boat strikes and everything. So it's not a complete synchronicity here that they're connected that way. I believe she was nominated uh, for the Nobel Prize by Marco Rubio,
Yes, I heard that. I'm surprised.
which is strange. But I believe that they have some sort of a deal. She's from the extreme right. And so it is, at first, it felt like a good story and ends up being not a
First
good
moment, I thought,
story.
oh, someone who is fighting for the right, but no, she's fighting for herself. She wants to be the next president and kind of
And
next dictator.
yes, a first card that jumped as I was shuffling the Three of Cups, a celebration, but you see, it's a three-party celebration. Her celebration to receive the prize, I feel, makes Trump happy and likely someone else. You know, I feel like this is related to an action, the Knight of Staffs, and I feel a possible coup uh, in Venezuela. It will bring a lot of stress to the population, and she is part of the scheme, I believe.
And the Nobel helped her to get that position. They
It's
must
shocking.
have checked her. They should check her and check her and check her.
It's very strange, but yes, I feel like there is a back connection. He didn't win, but he probably got something in return.
Well, I feel like we are upside down in the world. Everything
I
is not
know, even the Nobel Prize is corrupt.
corrupt now.
Uh, so my question to you, it's a very common question, but we would love to hear your thoughts. How will this shutdown in the US be resolved? How will it, not when so much,
No,
but
because time is not for us to
yes, but how will it be resolved?
three cards.
One, 2, and 3.
Okay. I see a peace pipe, but the peace pipe is upside down. It's no, like someone bit on a pipe, so it's not working too well. Because that part of the wood should be connected to the pipe this way. And it's bitten, so there is air coming early. And it can burn everything. I'm not a smoker and I never been, but I have seen people smoking pipes. And when there is some damage in that place, there is no good. So it is kind of pipe making this, smoking the peace pipe, but
Oh, I see.
more for the king. It's more for the king. It's Ace of Swords. Beginning of new trouble, probably. New challenges. It will be up and down. People will be looking for some new leader. The grass greener will be somewhere else, and the new person will be on the position, but everything it will be in the white day. We will see more. So people will not be blindfolded.
Okay, it will expose. Yes. A quick follow-up, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
I am concerned about because when there's a government shutdown, you have fewer services, etc. Is there a risk for airports and airplane safety?
Sorry, I can't do two things at once, so I will have to answer your question by myself, maybe. And is the risk of what?
Airport or airplane safety due to those restrictions?
Shutdown. Yeah.
Shutdown, yes.
3 cards, please.
1, 2, and 3.
There was once a storm somewhere on airport and a snowstorm, and the part of airport was dumped, the roof dumped down. I don't know where was it, but I see that as a dramatic event, freezing everything, being unreliable. Because if you have no roof, the snow will collapse the roof. Shaky tower. That's your advice from your cards. What they put, they will receive. You can't make people not to pay and expect them to work for several hours sometimes. A lot of worries. Some unnecessary, but some, people have to be cautious. Something out of the magic will happen, something out of the hat. Rabbit will jump out of the hat. I think this will bite them eventually, because he fired so many people, maybe not him, but Mr. EM.
Yes.
He fired so many people in the first days. And because they were ladies working or black people or colored people, they didn't want to have them.
Yes. There are DEI removal, and some good people left because of those silly requests.
Okay, for you. Can you read on the health insurance companies and their outrageous premium demand? Will people pay by boycotting them?
So health insurance.
Will people refuse to pay by boycotting them?
Okay.
You have lucky cards falling on you.
Yes. They're jumping today.
Yeah. Well, they want to be with you.
The Ten of Wands, the Ten of the burden that those insurance prices are putting on people. There's going to be more of an acceleration of people unhappy. The Eight of Wands, it's that acceleration of more and more money and more burden on people to pay. The Ace of Wands, I feel like it will lead to either new companies or competition. And so I feel like there will be boycott, but I feel also that it will lead to some companies that will try to take advantage of people who want to leave. So some people will leave those insurance companies, and some people company and they move to different companies. So companies are going to lose business, and I believe some people will find other insurance companies that can offer better packages.
Okay. If you can
Um,
find to to push button on me, to push the question on me.
the next question is, um, do where do you see Trump's health by Christmas?
Actually, today I was watching him on the newses, and they were showing different pictures of him, but they were not talking about they from different rallies that he had. Okay, so I was thinking about this 3 cards.
Oh. 1,
Mhm.
2, 3.
He's not going to anything will be easy on him. He will feel vulnerable, but I'm seeing like swimming under the stream. And when I was watching him, I saw him that one of his eyes is droopy.
Oh.
He might have mini strokes and no one is telling about. And sometimes he might not even know about this. Because when you will look at him, one of his eyes,
Yes. Calm
it's
down.
smaller, it's much smaller than the other.
Yes.
And I used to paint portraits, so I'm paying attention to the eyes. And by the way, if someone has on the ear, the wrinkle on the ear straight, you better watch your hearts.
Oh.
That's to the viewers. Because in Chinese medical predictions, they think that that's little Chris is showing predisposition for heart attacks.
Oh, wow.
Well, I have one, so on both ears. But we have to watch it. It doesn't mean that you will have it. It just have to
watch it.
Hello,
Yes.
Christina. So this is the answer. He feels what's going on. The doctors are probably watching him. And yesterday, when he was in Egypt, he was shaking someone's hand to show, I'm usually getting the bruises from shaking too vigorously.
That's
He will
true.
need the help. He will need the help. It will be up and down, which is hard usually.
Yes.
And we might expect him to move to other destinations. So maybe another visit to the doctor's hospital.
Oh, yes. Maybe your third checkup.
It
It
is that he is feeling stressed out. No matter what, even traveling over ocean. It's not easy thing. Well, we don't have the luxury plane that we can sleep on the and that's what it is, so hard to sit and your legs are swallow. But it is that it's not easy thing for him.
No. No.
up and down. Well, I know my girlfriend Christina, who is a stewardess. I don't know how she is dealing with flying for so many years, and that's not for me to understand, but she is doing marvelous. She's young looking and vibrant, and she's traveling so much for many
But
years.
it's hard on the body. Yeah.
It is
It's
that she can control that. I wouldn't. I was always, not always, but once I was very sick from traveling.
I had some problems with blood flow and from a few travels, with the swelling. So I totally get that. Yeah.
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 This is for you, Margaret Raymond. Will Andrew Cuomo be successful defending Mandini for mayor of New York? You believe do you believe in Mandini? Do you more harm than good?
Good.
Okay.
Okay. Let me look. But I've read on it before, but I will do a check.
So we're asking about Cuomo and about Mandini.
I do see, Mandani getting support. I feel like he will win as the mayor, but he will have to defend himself a lot because they're gonna throw more than you can imagine at him. Cuomo, I believe that he will not have the strength to get through, and so I feel like he will not be able to defeat Mandani. At this stage, I believe Mandani will win, but
But
it
this
will
is
be.
only a few more days that they have the election. Yes, end of the month.
I don't know actually, Violetta,
I,
but
I
I feel like it's gonna be really, really hard for Mandani, but I still see him winning. But he's gonna face incredible push, incredible attacks.
yeah.
Yeah.
So my girlfriend Christina, who is a flight attendant, uh, she has better actually education. She's super educated for that because she's a doctor.
Oh yeah.
But she is saying that it's the spiritual connection for her to be resistant for the flying.
Mm, good.
Meditation is so important in our lives.
Very. I'm gonna take a question from Heidi.
Okay.
Will Mr. T meet Mr. P anytime soon?
I know
Uh,
that they have a point. They will be talking. I don't know if they are going to see and where.
but in
That's
person, my question would
no.
be, oh,
Okay. There
telephone.
will
Yeah.
be three
Okay.
cards.
1, 2, 3.
Fake teeth. So when people have the extra pair of teeth, and I don't think they will see. They will be just talking, and they might have other people talking instead of them. Because why would I see the extra teeth?
Yes. Yes.
So he's not that good with this being disciplinary for himself, Mr. T.
Yes.
So
No, it's not.
well, extra teeth. We came to Canada, and one Christmas, first we were living in apartment building just for a few months, and then we moved to townhouse. And in the apartment, we were coming from New Year party. I have to always explain what is this. And I found it on the carpet, part of the fake teeth. I know that they call this completely differently in how you call that fake teeth, false teeth,
In what language?
in English.
Oh,
But you know what I'm talking about.
Yes, the dentures.
Dentures. Okay. And I put a note on the door. If you lost your fake teeth, please come to the apartment so and so because I found them. No one show up. And my girlfriend said, because they call dentures no fake teeth. And after 40 years, I'm still saying the same thing. Some role will play some woman, maybe Melania. Oh, yes. And we should be worried about this. It's not
good.
He is no good. Because Melania knows Russian, so she will be probably the translator and taking in her hands the conversation.
You know,
the connection with Mr. P, and
yes, because she wrote. Remember when they met, Trump said that there's a letter from Melania to Putin about the children, and lately she said, "I have direct connection with Putin."
Yeah. Direct means that was second language in her country, and it was second language in my country. So we had to learn Russian.
Yes.
Since grade 5.
Yes.
So I believe she can, and it's very similar.
Yeah.
Slovak languages are very similar.
Yes.
So who is asking who?
You're asking to me.
Okay, will Justin Trudeau and Katy Perry eventually get married? They are spotted together and being romantically on a yacht, affection to each other.
Yes. From Trudeau and Katy Perry.
Yeah.
Will get married.
Diane DFL rocks. That's the questioner.
The 5 of Swords. This is not a good card. It's almost like there's a lack of trust or something happens with one of them where the trust is lost. The King of Swords, there's some fighting coming. And the Hangman, I don't see marriage at all. No. I feel there's an issue with the trust issue.
Well, I'm not surprised. Yesterday I learned that Urban and Keith Urban and his wife, they divorced. They are divorcing.
Yes.
I was sending to everyone, and today I'm not remember her name. Good for me. Okay.
A question from Julie. Anything to the story of Trump wanting to launch missiles from ships offshore of California?
Regards.
1, 2, 3.
I don't think he will do it. Mm-hmm. I don't think, and I will pull one of your cards. It will be a struggle. It will be a fight with the snowballs. And it will be, putting the head, 5 of wands, 5 of stuff. But I don't think he will do it. He will just hold someone by the neck as a, and what broken relationships. There will be some casualties, I'm sorry. His power will be bigger because of that, but both powers will grow.
Okay.
So it is that both sides will be threatening each other, and Trump will be taco guy. I don't think that he will do that, because
No,
you don't need that to go for that kind of missiles from California or Florida, no,
no, no.
or even from Texas, no.
You turn to ask me.
Oh, I have to ask. Yes, it's from Cheryl. 40 billion to Argentina. What is the end game? Because he, instead of supporting his own farmers, he's supporting Argentinian farmers who are selling to China, and he is helping them. It was before 18, then 20, and now it's 40 billion. And American farmers are suffering because they don't have anywhere to sell the beans.
Yes.
And can you imagine how many more mouses will be, more rats, because of that? He's
Yes.
thinking about this. Storing that much grain, it's not safe.
No, no. But what is the money? He gave money to Argentina buying? What did he do with it?
He says billing them out, helping them, because he wants the president who is running with the electric saw,
Millet, yes.
he is helping him, so he is reelected. And Trump said, if you don't reelect him, I'm not giving you, but if he is reelected, I
I see.
will give you the money. So people might go for it. It's like Musk, what he did to him to be elected. Money can buy regular people.
The King of Coins. This is money to assist Millet to keep the power in Central South America. Travel. He might actually even prepare a trip there to support. That's very interesting. Last card. The page of steps. We're gonna hear more news about this. Something that I want to say, it's been a long time that I've mentioned, even before this Venezuela issue. I see, we have issue in Ukraine, we have issue in the Middle East. I said the next big spot gonna be Central and South America, and whether it's Venezuela, whether it is Argentina, potentially Brazil, it's gonna become a hot spot of conflicts.
And, and there was a question, what will be the situation for union in USA?
Oh, like will unions be protected? Yeah.
Not by this president.
What will happen to unions? Oh, there will be an attack on unions. The Five of Coins. Money will not, all the help or support are trying to, it's greed that is trying to kill unions. And then a fight against unions. I have not checked, but it would be an interesting check, that you might have heard recently that Starbucks stopped a lot of stores in the US, maybe globally. But it is very possible, I don't know, but my intuition when I heard this, the stores that he removes are stores with unions. Mm.
Oh, that was you were answering, so now it's for you
Yes,
too.
yeah.
Really.
Let me ask. Okay, Margosia Odman, do you see JD Vance and his wife getting a divorce?
Thank you, Małgosia. That's her name. It's a Polish name.
Sorry for my.
That's okay, but I love to hear Polish names. Will they divorce? 3 cards.
1, 2, and 3.
Pinky finger. Like kids will promise you. It's not serious, but I think she will stay with him.
Yeah.
It's just because her religion, they have kids, so she feels obligated to stay in the marriage. And it's not easy marriage, going up the hill all the time. They are taking a lot of vacations, like
Yeah.
78 days in a short time. That's a lot of vacation. And she thinks that he loves her, that he's a good provider, and that he's a future leader. No, she's not going to give up on that.
No, no.
What will be the future of those young boys from Republican Party that they were talking about? They love Hitler, they are anti-racist, and so on. What do you see for them? And Vance was not able to answer. Papa Dostole, whatever. He was grilling him, and Trump is furious. The
I
journalist,
didn't that. What are those young boys or kids?
young boys, there was some leakage that they were on chat platform chatting how much they hate black color people
Oh,
and that they love Hitler. So Vance was saying, oh, they are young kids. No, apparently they are from 20 to 40 years old. They are not kids.
no. My God. Okay, so what's gonna happen to them?
Mhm.
Will they be prosecuted? This is so disturbing. The Two of Swords. It's almost like they're trying to give them different options to deal with this situation. Like, well, you can do this, you can do that. Money will also play a role. Could it be that parents of those boys are donors, or there's also a money aspect here? The Six of Swords, to me, like they're putting this issue under the rug.
That's probably how it is because Vance was trying to make this not important.
Yes. All right, my turn to ask you a question. Uh, Let me see. Okay. Uh, from CC Rider, is Iran plotting revenge against any domestic or international Trump properties?
Hmm. 3 cards.
One, two, and three.
Okay. I don't know how far ahead I'm seeing, but I'm seeing holding dandelion, that in the state that is very fluffy on your palm. And so I think eventually it will disappear.
Oh,
Eventually, when he will stop being popular, it will be blown away. So far, there are some people that wants to do that, but
yes,
I don't know. They are talking only about this. Oh, some hooligans will do it, and it will affect the money and the safety of those resorts.
yes,
So people will be afraid to go if there will be any attack on them, and it's easy to blow something.
yes. It's not really a follow up, but just your intuition. I have a feeling that Iran is very upset still of what happened, and we haven't heard the end of it. Do you agree?
No, and they had $5 million on his head. That's a lot of money over there.
Yes.
Thank
Yes.
you, Kathy McLaughlin. Thank you. And for you, it was from Gosia O'Donnell. O'Donnell. She's asking what will happen on, I think that was the question, what will happen on 18th of October? The No Kings.
The King's Day go.
Oh, no, that was a question. Will Trump make this illegal to vote,
Oh,
to manifest? That was the question, sorry.
for this No King's Day
Yeah,
Saturday, will it be
Saturday.
illegal? I see here Trump looking through, like this woman, through the window and looking at the protests. Is not stopping the protest, but is looking carefully what's happening. Is not happy about the protest, but I don't see him stopping. But I see strength, like the woman and the lion. It's Saint Martha trying to dominate the lion. I could see force being used as trying
As
to hold
control,
the lion tight. Yes.
but he wouldn't call this illegal. Yes, that
No,
would be
no.
still legal.
Legal, but sending an opposition or force to limit some of the
And
act.
on the last picture that you showed the card, it is that there are two towers in front, behind and behind.
Yes.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask. There was a question from Valalas. I hope I've pronounced Spirit. Will the Republican Party stand up to Trump?
I have to answer with my very old vision, long time ago. I said that I see the big tuna fish hanging from the ceiling in Congress, that big first room where they put coffins and so on. But the tuna fish is huge and it smells. And the fish is
Yeah,
worse from the head. And no one will be going close to that place because it will be smelly.
rotten.
Eventually, they will. I don't know when it will happen,
Yeah.
but I'm holding to that vision. Can you count to three, please?
1,
Yes.
2,
Yes.
and 3.
And one of your cards. Yeah, they will be restricted from both sides. There will be some restrictions. They will be moving forward and actually the right path.
That's good.
Happy GOP family will have very hard journey to be re-elected, and they will get out of the cave. Eventually they will come and some secret will be coming to the surface.
Yeah.
So, okay. Okay. Will the farmers, American farmers, stand up to Mr. T eventually? Because they are losing so much money, and most of them were Republicans.
The 6 of coins, it boils down to money giving and receiving, and so their problem gonna be money, and then the use of their crop and the money that they will not be coming. It's gonna turn very emotional. They will have losses. The Queen of Swords, this is Joan of Arc here, fighting for their, for what not just the money, but what they believe is their reason to be, to grow. And Ace of Sword, to me, you see how the sword is hitting the crown here. It's almost like hitting Trump, in my view. It's like going straight to the crown. Yes.
Mhm.
So they will rebel.
You are freezing every few seconds. I'm worried that we might be disconnected because I had that problems very often on live.
Okay.
But I'm just saying, so
Okay.
far we are. Will Vance be next president in next year?
As a next question.
Yeah.
Um, I've also read on this, but I will pull the cards. I see Vance president for a short period of time when Trump goes to a surgery. You remember when Joe Biden had a colonoscopy and Kamala Harris became the first female president of the United States. I
For a
know
few
we've
hours. For a few
for a
hours.
few hours, and I see a similar situation there. He will, but there will be disappointment. He feels like he's gonna be for longer period of time, but no, there's gonna be. It doesn't look good for him to be. I just don't see it in the cards and my intuition to be in this position for a long time. So no, I feel like he will, but for like a surgery, the same way Kamala Harris was president.
Following up question: what kind of search do you see for him?
I immediately heard heart surgery. I see. I've always had this vision coming out of it on a wheelchair.
Well,
I
they always do. Actually, in the hospital, they drive you on a wheelchair.
I've always seen the wheelchair, but what is interesting is between last year and this year, when I see him on the wheelchair, the head is tilted. He cannot keep a straight head. It turns. It doesn't hold straight.
I hope something will be good coming out of every bad situation. Something good is coming. I'm always
Yes.
looking for the good things.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, you now
Yes.
I'm not going.
um, I feel like it's more a question for me. Um, Out of the whole cabinet, who do you see the biggest scandal coming out for? Like a big scandal in his cabinet? Is it more Hexet or Bondi or Gabbard or um, Patel? This whole group of clowns.
Thank you for helping. Thank you.
Yes,
I will
yes.
put them all on the display. Three cards, please.
Christinome, good point, Celtics here. There's Christinome. There's a lot of them, but those are the names that just came through. Okay.
Okay.
One,
Yeah.
two, three.
Oh, I see two.
Oh,
Yeah. Blondie
yeah.
and Exit.
Yes.
Well, they are sharing each other. But the scandal, it can be from the Christine, how we call it, Christine?
Christinome,
No, no,
Bondi.
because she has affair apparently with
Oh,
the guy who is following her everywhere, and I think she's still married.
oh, Christinome or Pam Bondi?
No, Christina
Oh,
has
Christinome.
affair
Yes.
with the guy who has a Polish name. Lipins? No. Yeah. And it was the one that your cards are telling me someone about money.
Yes.
So it will be the exit, probably the best. And the lady,
Yes.
and it is all about money and big, big change, closing one paragraph of their games.
Yeah.
You ask me last question.
Oh, it's okay. If is the last question?
No, but you asked me the question before. Oh, we can actually,
No, no, I just asked you the one, Violetta.
if it's the last question. Oh, you asked me. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Hey, what was Mr. T's reaction when he learned that he didn't want the um, Nobel Prize? Was there any ketchup on the walls, or
But maybe it was, we discussed this at the beginning. Maybe I have a feeling in you
I have the feeling that he knew, but probably he still
upset, but
was
in you.
sad because he was talking about this, so he was still thinking
Yeah.
that they should give him.
The king of wands, it's like he felt like he had worked so hard for it and didn't get what he deserved. The woman, interesting, king of wands and queen of wands, this connection with the woman, disappointment but also working with her. And look at him, this is a perfect card. The sadness, sitting on a pile of money, holding his head and watching the whole kingdom, but yes, being very, very sad.
Yeah, and he's burning down and playing violin. He's
Yes.
burning down Rome and playing violin. He's playing on golf and destroying, like everyone, even um, magic. Taylor Green was saying, this
Yes.
is worse, this is worse, this is worse. Everything what he promised is she didn't said he promised, but she's saying economy is worse. People don't have jobs. Everything is more expensive. So she was pointing all the. What do you see for her?
You're asking if what's Marjorie Taylor Greene doing?
What is the future for her? Because she's
Oh,
switching completely her.
I have read on this before, and I saw that she would do some sort of offshoot of the MAGA movement, but her own. So let's see. Marjorie Taylor Greene. She's trying to accumulate some money for what she wants to do. She's trying to bring the money forward. She has some plans. And she's trying to make connections with others and socialize and bring people her way. I feel like she has a plan, and it's her movement party, like within MAGA or an offshoot of MAGA.
That's good. Maybe that the tuna fish that it started smelling.
Yes.
Maybe that last
Completely.
question for me.
Okay. It's not politics related, but we're coming to Halloween. So if on Halloween you could have a superpower, what would it be?
Oh my gosh, 3 cards. No, I will tell you because that's not what I'm. As a teenager, and then in young age, I was all the time dreaming that I'm flying.
Oh,
I was flying all the time in my dreams. I would like to have that abilities in my lifetime. That will be my superpower, that I can fly. I was chased by bad guys and I was jumping from one apartment to building to another and running from them. I was always so protected by my abilities to run away by flying. So what will be your superpower? Come on, tell us.
Well, it's funny because I would have said also, I didn't think necessarily flying. So let's just switch a little bit. It's not so much flying, but my ability to transport myself quickly in different parts of the world so I can meet friends and loved ones very quickly in a matter of seconds. I think it would be just fantastic.
We
Steve,
are doing this right now over
yeah,
internet.
I wish I could just
Go there, yes, and
and be next to you. Yes.
that would be so wonderful. But in the past life, I saw Nate as my supervisor priest in the convent. So we had a life together. Whoever was not watching that video,
Yes.
and I have such a wonderful time whenever I'm with you.
Oh, likewise. Absolutely likewise.
Thank you. And I'm right away telling him all my stories, confessing everything. You are such a wonderful person, and I
Thank,
think people will be coming to you for readings and they will enjoy it because
thank you.
you have that warmth not
Oh,
many people have, you
and
know.
you do too. You do too. It feels very authentic, and I know that it works when it feels unfiltered and authentic. Yes.
And Celtic Seer is asking, please pray for to send oh, for any people in the need. It's just run away from me, but everyone who needs any
Of course.
help, any is feeling depressed, sad, worry, anxiety. And I'm praying for people who will be walking in that marches that they will be safe, but they will be visible. And that will be enough for people in the White House to see it. And maybe
And
it will
surround.
scare because of that movement. And it will be bigger than in June, or that was in June, I think, or July.
Yes. And
So
surrounded by the white light of protection.
white light and even opposition will glue to them
Yes.
because they will have a very positive outcome and a very dominating strength, and they will be doing for the goodness for the people.
Of course. The power of being in unity.
And everyone wants to be reunited with others, to feel connected and to have the right reason to go for.
Absolutely. We're sending that love to them. Yes.
Thank you, Nate.
Thank you. Thank you for having me on your channel. Yes. And you'll come to mine next month. We will discuss that.
Wonderful. Please send me an invitation. Thank you. I'm
Thank
looking
you
for.
for all of you who watched, including those ones that I saw those messages en français as well. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, and thank you for your questions.
Yes.
That makes us our lives easier to talk about things
Yes.
because we are connected. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I worry that I might not see you, so good night, goodbye.
Okay.
It's night, close to night in your place, and it's morning in mine. Thank you. I'm
I
from
stay on. See if I can
Canada.
still see you. Yes.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye bye.